وبركاته. Welcome all. Thank you for joining us today. We are Team 7 introducing our graduation projects. Our team members are Muhammad Ahmed Abdullah, Muhammad Abdullah, Omar Abu Khair, and this is me, Muhammad Al-Kamhawi. Our supervisor is Professor Dr. Nabtafay. Now let's build our agenda. Starting with problem definition and the motivation behind our project, show our solution, how it works, what we learned, and challenges we met till now, including project timeline, then business viability, and finally what's next. First, let's start with problem definition and motivation behind our project. We have here two pictures for two different sport news. They are different, but they are similar in being full of whiz, enthusiasm, motivation, and emotion. So we can state that news is dynamic, papers are static by nature. This is a celebration for Miami Heat's team after winning the NBA League, and LeBron James winning the most valuable player prize. How they play it during the season, why LeBron wins this prize. In sports, images are not enough. This is an article from IEEE Spectrum magazine talking about X-2 helicopter, which is the fastest helicopter on Earth. How it looks like during its maximum speed. New elevations sometimes need more clarification. This is a Max Payne game. I tried a lot to imagine how it looks like by reading its text many times. Also, I tried to look at images, but new text can attract me about new games even with images. News fabrication. During the Egyptian Revolution, الجمهورية newspaper stated that 50 متظاهر بالمنصورة و200 بالاسكندرية، وكانت بتقول ان عدد المتظاهرين في جميع ميادين مصر ده 3 متظاهر. But this is what was the truth. Let's have some statistics. Daily print newspaper circulation is more than 500 million in 2010, and newspaper reach more than 2.3 billion people every day worldwide. More statistics about newspaper readership. 96% of Iceland people read daily newspaper. In Japan, 92% of its people read daily newspaper, although it's one of most source of IT industry in the world. Also Hong Kong, 80% of its people read daily newspaper. Let's conclude problems we met in previous slides. Starting with news is dynamic, but papers are static by its nature. News need more clarification. We would like to overcome news fabrication. Text can be the best description for any news. Even images are not enough. So we have a lot of problems, and 2.3 billion people read daily newspaper suffer from these problems, and we would like to overcome. Let's back to our problems and provide our solution. In sports, images are not enough, but videos are. Imagine that. You place your newspaper, point your tablet, and LeBron James video will appear.
It's all coming together for LeBron James. After all, Dallas is victorious at NBA Finals.
Exactly. This is our solution. Introducing Videolator adds a new dimension to your newspaper. You don't have to imagine one more time because Videolator does it for you. Let's apply Videolator on this article and enjoy X2 fastest helicopter on Earth. Just place your newspaper, point your tablet, and X2 helicopter will show. Wow, it's too fast. In images, videos are more appealing than images. So what can we do now? We can use Videolator. Just place your Max Payne papers, point your tablet, and video will appear. If you would like to see it in a full screen mode, just press full screen.
Max Payne is a man who suffered beyond reasonable limits. 9 years have passed since the last installment in the series, but little has changed for its co-protagonist. Max remains a man haunted by the death of his wife and child.
I really love Max Payne. Now Omar will show us how Videolator works. Keep coming on, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So how it works, Videolator. This is an image from IEEE Spectrum magazine, and this is the article that I'm interested in. I pointed my tablet, and at this stage, this is the first stage, the input feed. We take the input feed from the user, we pass it to a keyframe extractor component that understands are sure, we send the image to an OCR engine that converts this image into text. When we receive this text, we pass it to the next component, which is an NLP component. Mainly, we are focusing on named entity recognition and important keywords extractor. We get the important keywords and we pass the output to the next component, which is the YouTube API. We send these keywords to the YouTube and get the most relevant video to the article. Then at the end, finally, we overlay the video on the camera view in a beautiful augmented reality way. So, what we are going to learn and what the challenges we are facing in this project. Back to the pipeline one more time. So, challenges vary between technology and science. So, for science, we have the keyframe extractor algorithm, we have the keyword extractor and topic classification, and named entity recognizer. We have the image processing algorithm that will understand the layout and the architecture of the newspaper and decide where to put the video on the magazine or the newspaper. The technology challenges, big companies put some constraints on developers and to use their APIs. We decided to take the input feed from Windows 8 tablets, and for the OCR we will use the Microsoft Hawaii OCR engine. And at the end we have the YouTube API from Google Data API. We actually built the prototypes using the OCR and the YouTube. We didn't work in the NLP component yet, and we are currently working in the input feed, the keyframe extractor, and overlaying the video on the camera feed. The last challenge that we decided to support the low level of processors, the ARM processors. Compared to Core i7 from Intel, the difference is really big. So the project timeline. Well, this project was somehow interesting. And it starts when Abhavi was in the United States doing his internship at Microsoft Redmond. We were here at Cairo doing our internship at Microsoft Research. Abdullah was doing his training at Google. And we collaborated together through Skype. And you know the difference in time between the United States and Egypt. So we worked from August 2012 to September, brainstorming and researching for an idea. When Abhavi came back to Egypt to join the team, we continued working from October to November. And then at December, we made some research and built some sample prototypes to make sure that the idea is really applicable. We stopped for the mid-year exams, and we are continuing our work in February now. We are planning to work on March, April, and May in the augmented reality component, the NLP component, and integrating and testing the whole project. June, we will stop for the final exams, and we will deliver the project, inshallah, by July. And actually, we are planning to travel to Russia this year, St. Petersburg, to participate in the Imagine Cup Worldwide Finals, to represent Egypt in the Imagine Cup Worldwide Finals. This is really a great dream for us. So the business viability and the market survey, when we look at Videolator from another point of view, from a business point of view, augmented reality is one of the topmost 10 strategic IT technologies of our time according to Gartner Corporation. When we see this revenue of augmented reality application is expected to hit 1.4 billion by 2015. And according to this, we decided to have basically two revenue streams. The first revenue stream is augmented reality ads, and the second revenue stream is uploading our application to the Windows Store. So, the market survey. We found that the big players in the augmented reality market are Junayo and Layer. And they are, compared to Videolator, are doing the same thing, augmented reality on magazines. But unfortunately, they cannot do augmented reality on any magazine. But Videolator can do. And the reason behind that they are not markerless. We are markerless. And to define this, they have to have a relationship between the image or the QR code and the corresponding video. So simply, if they don't have this relationship, they will not show the video. Unlike Videolator, we do the processing on the run and then overlay the video from the YouTube. And this actually what inspired us about our project. Let's watch the video, please.
We have confirmed that 10 high security prisoners in the early hours of yesterday evening did escape, and of course the Honourable Prime Minister has been alerted to the danger. We strongly suspect that this breakout was engineered by a man with personal experience escaping from Azkaban, notorious mass murderer, cousin of escapee Bellatrix Lestrange.
Android and iOS, supporting Arabic news, personalization through Facebook and Twitter, and not only news and magazines, our technology can work on any surface that has text. And at the end, to conclude our presentation, we believe that because of images are not enough and text is not attractive, we believe Videolator will be the next big thing in the images and in the newspaper publishing industry. And actually, this presentation was a video presented inside Videolator.